Okay, we've been tweaking on this PC board, the sounds and signals. We're working on the chuff sound, synchronizing it with a puff of smoke. As we go faster, it tends to stumble a little bit, so we're going to have to try to chop that signal so that it can last better, but that's something we can do. I mean, we used to say it's a SMOP, simple matter of programming, you see. I ran it a little low on power. In real life, my test bench isn't real because we're not pulling a load, we're not loading the motor. So in reality, it's going to have more energy to go slower than it does on the test board because I don't have any resistance in the wheels. And so I'm giving myself a false sensation of how it's going to operate. So I'm going to have to do my best here, build it, and then put it on the board and put it on the test track and see. But I thought I'd give you a hint at some other stuff we have going on. See what you think. We put a whistle in. We got a little problem, not a problem, but an opportunity to excel in the balancing of the signal. The backup bell. So we have a bell and a whistle and chuff sounds, and we got synchronized smoke, and we got forward and reverse. I'm going to get rid of that all aboard every time it starts out. He doesn't understand. We don't do that. We play with our trains a lot. And we don't need all aboard every time we stop and start. But I think I'm going to be able to put the bell on during reverse. Oh, I went the wrong way. So every time you back up, you get the bell ringing. And usually when you're backing up, you're just loading, unloading, or decoupling or whatnot. So, and then when you go forward, the headlight comes on. I think I'm going to be able to do that automatically. So, this is the brains of the outfit right there. There's another one, so I have two. I actually have three of them now, programmed and operational. But I know one guy was saying, well, where does that whiteboard go? No, this is a test board. This is what we build to try out stuff. So what I'm working on now is taking this circuit, which is what it takes to make this thing work, and I'm trying to figure it out as far as how I can put it all on what we call pin board or perf board. This is a empty PC board. It has no tracks. It just has holes you can solder parts to. But generally what you do is you put your parts in here, then you flip it over and you connect the pins that you want to make these connections. So when you want to make those connections, then you get some wire, some colored wire or so, you cut it and you form it, and you manually build a PC board. Okay, it's not a PC board, it's a wire routed board, but it's the size and shape and the routing that you need. Had a little problem with my motor, but I gotta reroute that, my signals. But in any case, this is what I'm starting with. It's probably going to have to get a little bigger, not quite this big, but whatever I don't need I can cut down. And the idea is we're going to try to fit it either underneath here where we were last week with our bigger system, or replace this board here and put it on this side. Not a lot of room. It is a possibility I could put it on top. That was the original idea, what we called a top hat, and put it on top of here, but there's not a lot of room. As you know, that tender is thin back here. There's a hump of coal here, so there's more room. But I have the speaker here, and I have the other smoke control board there, so you know, we got to work it out. But this is where we're at now. We're packaging for Rev 1.0. We're doing the packaging. We have a PC board design, but I don't want to order it until I actually wire this design, this circuit up, and make sure that that PC board will do what we want. You don't want to order PC boards printed up, you know, with all the routes and everything like these, which is what we'll be getting, but it'll be bigger, handle all this. And it'll be exciting. Anyway, this is eye strain, patience, testing, just, everything. So, but we're going to get through it. It's only 4 o'clock. I have another hour and a half. I'm hoping I can get this at least partially wired up. Okay, gang, later. This is the update.